As an artist of fabric and form, I invite you to step into my world of creativity and style. Welcome to the canvas of fashion, where every stitch tells a story. I am Olabi Bukola, Creative Director, Emagine by Bukola. I'm a graduate of Federal University of Agriculture, Bukola. I studied child development and family studies. My journey into fashion is quite funny because the situation whereby Nigeria as a strike actually pushes you or motivates you to your dream. Yeah, that's my story pretty much. My mom instigated everything, saying, I have to learn a skill during my 200 level. Towards the end of my 200 level, there was a particular ASU strike that was, I think, as long as 3 months. And then she felt I needed to learn a skill. And there, she enrolled me somewhere in Abeokuta. I think Mancheke or so. I was enrolled there. It was more like a roadside tailor. And then my mom has always been keen on having a hand skill, especially as a woman. So it's safe to say she is the pioneer of my love for fashion. It was on a Sunday, I think. I and my friend told me we were lying on the bed, and I told her about the fact that I really want to change my personal Instagram page into a business page, but I really do not have a name, right? So I wanted a name that I could own, like nobody can drag it with me kind of name. And I chose my baptismal name, which is Emanuela, and then my name Bukola, which is Bukola. Of course, I can't put Emanuela Bukola as a brand name, so it was more like we started by saying, Imagine, taking E, because most of the time when people want to spell Imagine, they be like, do you know what, is it high? Is it? So that was actually, it was true. It was just from Emanuela, and then we said, Imagine, and then Bukola, and then we made it together. And as at then, I think the thing that was in trend then was like, there has to be like a by in your name or something. So we then said Imagine by Bukola. I think that's pretty much where, and then I kept it on Instagram, and then that's it. The rest is history. I've been in fashion since my 21st birthday. I like to attach things like this to my birth date because it just makes me be able to calculate the years better. And I'll be 27 this year. So it's safe to say I've been in fashion for the past 6 years. My first bride was definitely three years ago. So it's also safe to say I've been in the bridal industry for 3 years. And I remembered my first bride. My first bride that I'm proud of is Nimi. It was a reception dress. Trust me, I was so excited to make a reception dress, and it was one of the talk of the town years, like 3 years ago, because our dress was just glittering, and it will even happen at Monarch Event Center. What inspired the name Unrelated, the bridal collection, is pretty much a bit of my experience in the past 3 years in the bridal world. I'm a kind of fashion designer that I really cannot wrap my head around brides or repeating designs for brides in general. Actually, I can't wrap my head around, I've made this particular dress and I need to make that exact dress over again, the same beading, the same fabrics. I can't wrap my head around it. So I believe brides should look timeless. I believe brides should look graceful. I believe brides should look elegance. They should speak elegance. And then what elegance means to me is definitely different from what elegance means to another bride. Yeah. So I would say it's the name Unrelated. It's definitely about my experience with brides. How siblings do not look alike, but they are of the same mom and dad. So it's more like, it's coming from me. It's definitely having my DNA in it, but then they don't look like, the name is very literal. The dresses don't look alike, but they're of the same DNA. Yeah, so I think that's what inspired that name to me. Yeah. What to expect from Unrelated XS24 collection is definitely diversity. I've dealt with brides. I've seen different courage. I've seen different attitude. I've seen brides act funny in between fitting section, and then on the event day they are telling you, "Oh, Bukola, thank you, I love you." Yeah. So this has actually helped me know each dress and help me know the uniqueness each dress can carry. So each dress has its own attitude. Each dress has its own courage, right? So if you're asking me about what to expect in SS24 collection, it's definitely its uniqueness. Our target audience for the SS24 collections are definitely for the diverse and discerning personalities. Of course, brides to be our target audience to start with. Brides to be that want to be unique. They want to associate their dress to their personality. Yeah, bridal stylists also. Bridal stylists that want their bride to look timeless, graceful, that wants their bride to embrace themselves. If you ask me, I would say fashion is a form of self-expression, and I really feel like brides needs to start. They don't need to wear wedding dress that is not them, so they need to start embracing their personal style into their wedding dresses. Yeah, so these people, and also fashion enthusiasts, they are fashion people that, regardless of what the name of the dress is, even if it's a bridal collection, they just want to look good, right? They really want to look good. But these people are our target audience. The decision to launch the Unrelated SS24 bridal launch is a culmination of my 5-year plan. I've always envisioned a situation whereby we celebrate wedding gowns with its uniqueness. We celebrate the fact that it can be personified. We celebrate the fact that it can be graceful and still be you. Early this year, I was able to bring together passionate team. I could say they're even much more passionate than me, because they've kept me on my toes. They've been more like my backbone in achieving this dream of mine. So I love the fact that the timing feels so perfect, and I'm grateful to God that this dream of mine is coming to reality.